We've been hunting for as long as humans were a species.
Since the native days, hunting has been a good thing.
Kind of helps you feel like you have a sense of purpose and belonging again.
One chance in a lifetime.
It's because of hunters that they exist and that they're there for people to enjoy, for all Americans.
So I've been running this ranch myself for about 7 years now, and it's a lot of work. I get to raise these calves from little babies to graze them up, and then these calves, they go out and they feed people. And people need that meat. And then cows don't only provide meat, they provide lots of other stuff. The bristles on your hairbrush, that's from a cow. Jello, that's from a cow. You don't realize how many products a cow actually provides. And as a rancher, I'm at the front end of everything that's going on. We want to keep them in the best shape possible. That's where all of our good grazing comes in. Oh, I'm planning on living here as long as I can. This is my life. This is what I love to do, and this is what I've been called to do. But I hope I'll be here another 50 years. Just like my dad, he's 90 and he's just finally stepping back.
Alba has graciously allowed Cole to come back to the mountains during Montana's general big game season. The rut is in full swing and bucks are chasing does hard.
There's 4 over there.
Cole and his dad spot groups of deer all over the mountain. There are a few good mature bucks looking for hot does. They work their way down a small coulee to a small hill which will shield them from the wary mule deer below, and across on the opposite hill.
A little bit.
2 young bucks spar for dominance. An interesting 2-point walks below them. Since they didn't spot a big mature buck, they'll back out of the coulee and head around the mountaintop to get a better vantage point with the wind in their favor.
It's exciting looking for deer and looking for a buck. We saw a couple bucks, a lot of does, looking for more.
Around the mountain, they find a large group of deer bedded down, including a mature buck. But the question will be how to get off the face of the mountain and down within gun range, about 300 yards for Cole, without spooking the deer.
We're trying to stock up on some deer we found.
Using the topography of the land, they walk, crawl, and belly slide down the mountain to get above the deer.
Where is he bedded down?
At about 320 yards, they wait for the buck to get up and start feeding or chasing does. But the wait goes on and on for almost 2 hours. In full view of the hunters, they see another buck bed down directly opposite of them without a care in the world. Cole's dad has them move up another 40 to 50 yards where the grass is tall enough to hide their heads peeking up over the small ridgeline. With a 10-mile-an-hour wind in their face, Cole lines up on the completely unaware buck.
300 yards.
385.
Finally, some of the does get up to feed. It's been over 2 hours of waiting.
We'll get a shot up to you. Matter of time. Be patient.
The buck is up. Miss. Cole shot right over the buck's back. The buck is stopped across the coulee, opposite of the hunters. Now he's 386 yards. Perfect double lung shot.
Almost 400-yard shot. The boy made.
A nice mature buck. A buck made possible by a landowner practicing good stewardship and management by sportsmen. It's a day Cole will never forget.